Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check.
Check.
So, it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 9. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes. I'm gonna watch the episode 9 and 10. But into this video you're gonna have also the reaction parts of the episode 11 and 12, which are not out yet. But I'm gonna do in fact like I did the last time for the first part of this season 7. I'm gonna make one video for 4 episodes at a time. Because you know that I appreciate a lot this show. I appreciate a lot these characters and their evolutions. And with this show I have a complicated story of love and hate. This show during the last seasons sometimes gave us amazing episodes with amazing characters, with some evolutions which are so great, and really a lot of stuff which were really great. So I love that, but at the same time during some episodes they gave us the worst possible things that they could do, with things which were a total nonsense for the story, but also for the characters, which were not logical with them, with their relationships with everyone, with their personal stories, and which were only, you know, events just like that without any consequences. Like, really this show can do the best and the worst, and I'm continuing to watch it because of the characters, because I love them. I'm continuing to react to it because of my love for these characters, and because I know that no matter what I'm gonna continue to watch this show. But to make reaction videos about it, you know, you were there during the last seasons when I asked myself the question, am I gonna continue to do it or not? And I finally answered that yes, but not episodes by episodes, like really 2, 3, 4 episodes at a time. It seems that 4 episodes at a time it's working for me. And it's a good way also to see if the show is regular, you know, with these episodes, or if it's really like the thing that I did not approve during the last season, the worst and the best with these different episodes. And it's also a good way for me to not focus on details and on the defaults of the show, and to really see it as something global, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do for the second part of this season. Little warnings about that, the fact that yes, you're gonna have one video at a time with 4 episodes into it. I'm not gonna make a full review after each episode, maybe a short one, but not a big one. I'm gonna keep that ready for the end of the video. Normal, you know, if you have only the reaction parts like that, one by one. Also, maybe you can hear it or you can see it. I had an issue right there. I burnt myself, my lips. It's almost like, you know, this lip right there is a slip. So it's really weird for me to talk like that. Like I have trouble to open and close my mouth a little. Like it's really weird. That was just a little warning for those of you who are really right there on my channel since a long time. Maybe you would have found this video different than usually. Okay, about the second part of the season, I'm expecting it to be more into the action, you know. The first part of the season, we really spent one episode with some characters to see what happened to them, you know, after the explosion, where they are now, the difficulties that they have and stuff like that. Now that everyone met again, now that we have Alicia again, now that we know what Strand is doing, for what reason, and all, now that Strand and Alicia met and they almost declared a war, you know. I want more actions. Like, that's it for the introduction, that's it for the slow rhythm that we had during the first part of the season. Give us stuff, you know, like really this show needs to give us stuff to think about, to deal with, big events and stuff like that. Like, we're talking about a world, I mean, the Walking Dead universe, it's already an hard world. right there you're dealing with this explosion, with all of the consequences of it, and all. It should be even worse than that. We need to have that, you know, for the context of the show, but we need also to have really bad stuff happening, big events. You need to find the balance with that. I mean, the writers, they need to find the balance with that. And also, I watched the trailer of this part 2. I didn't react to it, but I watched it. We know who we're gonna have back. Right there, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes. I don't think that she's gonna be back right now. Maybe during the episode 11 or 12 that I'm gonna watch on another day, but not right there for the beginning of that part 2. I don't think that suddenly she's gonna be back. Why I'm not saying her name, like, you know, it's like, you know who? In Harry Potter, no, Madison. We're gonna have Madison back at some point. Let's go for this episode 9. As you can see, it's already difficult for me to speak, so I'm not gonna speak a lot. And also, I'm gonna drink with that. So I'm gonna end this intro right now.
Who said that?
You're dreaming. Could have just cut, you know, the electricity thing. You destroyed that thing. What did I just say?
Didn't you hear me?
No, I didn't. I haven't heard a goddamn thing in months. Down to Pat died in the barn, about 2 miles north.
I wasn't in the barn. Girl saved me.
I didn't see a girl. Maybe she got you to the barn? When's the thing when you were running from in the first place?
Like, we're supposed to be like Alicia, we're supposed to remember little by little what happened to her.
You would know shit.
He hurt you, come on.
Anyway,
I'm looking for somebody. Come on.
you out of luck. Nobody here but me.
She has a habit of getting people hurt.
You're not gonna destroy these instruments, please. She's inside?
You see, you give me a call.
Did you really believe him right there?
Is it true what he said? About you getting folks with?
Not because she
We
wants.
lived at the same place. Things went bad. Rowan, is she here?
Was. The mom's did. Lost her. And was left in my hearing on that same day. But you can't leave.
No, I'm not the person you think I am.
You're gonna have to.
Why won't you let me go?
Why are you in such a hurry to?
A lot of people got hurt because of me, and I don't want that to happen again.
Happened in that place you were at before.
Which place? When?
Yes.
Do you have an entire life about that
They're
story?
lying.
You leave me here without helping me find that stereo.
I don't even know where to find what you're looking for.
He does.
The person who's running it is doing everything they can to keep people out. And I was trying to get Arno and his people to fight for it. With us.
Didn't sound like you convinced them.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't happy to see me. Said I shouldn't be leading anyone anywhere.
What else would I do?
With her?
With me.
Does he want that? They are here.
Never learn, do you?
Do you?
Did you promise him somewhere you could go? Somewhere safe you can take him?
Thought pottery was gonna work.
Oh fuck.
You're insane.
I'm insane. You're the one who asked them to find the late great Senator Vasquez so he could lead us to the promised land.
Shouldn't put you rest.
Then I thought it'd be more fun.
To have them kill you?
Wait, stop. No.
Oh! The stereo. Oh no! Not now!
It's the only thing that can drown it out.
Drown what out?
That voice! I told her to stay boy came crashing down. That was the last thing I ever heard. Her scream.
You didn't see her dying for sure?
You asked me why I thought Padre was the place I had to take her. And it wasn't his voice, it didn't belong to him, it was this static.
Like the guy who beat you
And I made all these people
is representing your hope for the future, in fact.
believe in me.
You want to have that voice for a reason?
No, whatever it was, all these people died because of me.
I'd like to take you up on that. Because something tells me there's a reason I came across you in that barn. Got one right here.
You got lucky.
Another one.
You need to stay away from me. I can't let you get hurt because of me.
I won't.
But Arno will not stop until I'm dead. He will go to your house and he will hurt you.
That's why he's gonna follow you. I mean, even more, that's another reason to follow you.
You really helped us out. My house after dark.
A bluff? A trap?
Maybe you should keep listening to the voice in your dreams. Maybe that's why it didn't work out before. Because you thought somebody else was trying to tell you what to do. That voice, maybe she.
Telling her to find Padre or to build Padre? Maybe you're pushing it too hard. I'm talking about the writer. You know, again, it doesn't seem logical and realistic to have a new character coming from nowhere, suddenly being so close to her, giving her all of these lessons. Out of joy. Oh fuck. He doesn't know if he makes a lot of noise or not. Oh no! At first I was like, that's it, Paul is gonna die and that's gonna prove, you know, Arno's point. Then I saw the death coming and I was like, no, it means that the situation changed. Why? Really? You just met her? And... Arno, he just had that face, like he was sorry to be forced to do so, you know, to kill that guy. But that's the thing that you saw into your memory?
Are you okay? I will be.
I don't understand. All of that was just a dream. A woman's voice? Herself?
Hey! Padre. I had a dream. And I was in the bunker after I cut it off. My mom had her dream. Nick had his. I've always had such strong voices around me, I've never stopped to really listen to mine. I thought it would lead us to Padre, but I was wrong, because I don't think Padre even exists.
Aha!
You can't lead people to a place that doesn't exist.
I know, but I can lead them to us.
To us.
And built Padre. Okay, Arno is truly hurt, so it really happened.
You must have fallen.
Why?
We're taking power for ourselves.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer right now because I'm gonna watch the next episode right now. I don't need to watch the trailer. Short review before watching the next episode. I said that I wanted the writers to change the rhythm of the show because during all of the first parts they did one episode, one or two characters to see what happened to them after the explosion, to see the issues that they are dealing with, to see where they are standing with Strand against Strand or not, to have the return of Alicia, to have them meeting again and taking a position into that potential war. So I said that I wanted them to finally do things, you know, to be really into the actions, to find another rhythm, because that slow rhythm can be used to present characters, their evolutions, you know, to really make one episode, one character, one development and it can be great for that. They didn't change that at all. They're continuing to do it with that new episode, you know. So it means that they're gonna continue to do that for the rest of the season. Maybe, you know, the 2 last episodes of the second part are gonna be something else, but I'm not even sure. I don't think that it's a good idea. Because now that our characters, they were back together, they want to do stuff together and all, it seems illogical to have them separated again, to have them doing stuff on their own again. It doesn't seem logical, yes, for the story. It doesn't seem really necessary for the characters. Like, you can do that, 1 episode, 1 character, when you have really something to say about the development of that particular character, something new to have. But right there, I'm sorry for Alicia, that I love with all of my heart, but we didn't see anything new. It's just a repetition of stuff that we had already before, you know, about herself, the fact that she thinks that people who are following her are getting hurt, the fact that no matter what she wants to do that because she has that dream. Like, it was just a repetition of it. Maybe with the dream of Padre and all, the confirmation of it, like it's more solid now, that dream and all, and why she wants to do that. See, like, nothing new for her development, nothing else. That new character that we had is coming, is really nice, is saying stuff which are maybe too much, you know, with the situation, with the fact that he just met her, but at the end of the episode, he's dead. So I don't see the point, you know, like, of this character, of using him for Alicia's development, with this dream, with Arno and all. Like, at the end of everything, she still has her dream. She's gonna continue with that dream of Padre, but now she wants to be it. All of that episode, you know, it could have been a part of 1 episode with all of the characters, and it would have been her part of the episode, and it can be done in just 5 scenes of 1 episode. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I have the impression that all of this episode can in fact be 10 minutes of a regular episode with everyone. It was a cool episode because it was about Alicia, and I love Alicia. It was an interesting new character. His story was really cool and all. The situation with Arno, that was great also. But the conclusion of the episode, the rhythm of the episode, the necessity of this episode, I'm not sure. The idea behind that episode, you know, what they wanted to do with that character, the intention behind it, I can understand it, but all of the time that they are taking to do it, an entire episode like that, it's like that. Okay, I'm gonna watch the next episode right now.
How old are you, Anna? 15? 15. You really think you're ready to be a ranger?
We saw some kids, you know, into this universe, using guns, being warriors, way sooner. Do this!
Start somewhere.
Go!
Hands up!
Who? Aha! Charlie.
No, what does that make you?
Not just a kid.
Going back when we said,
John?
Howdy,
Mm-hmm.
one of Morgan's.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming with us.
Why?
I told you that she needed to show Victor what you're capable of.
He did? No?
You just might get your shot.
I want to live here.
Why don't I just use the call box?
Yes. Why sneaking in?
I just want a normal life. And I know that this is where I can do that. Whatever I can do to prove to you that I want to be here, I'll do it.
The fact, you know, that the camera is filming them like that. Okay, you're creating a bond. If Ali is gonna die at the end of this episode, I don't see the point. You know, like, pour into the last one.
What else? Was it radiation?
What was the sign for?
Parts. Our elevators haven't worked since we were attacked. Victor wants them fixed. We've done it before. Victor told me. Oh, you even said you're going to do it again here.
Can't be serious.
You volunteer.
Would I get to live in the tower?
It's Victor's call. He listens to me.
Mm. It's cool to spend time with Charlie.
I'll do it.
To have an entire episode about her, I'm not sure. Why not? Again, I'm waiting for the necessity of doing it, you know. He's gonna ask you to keep an eye on her.
Finding out what Charlie's really doing. She said she came on her own. She wants to live here.
How did you know that gun was here? Bring her some key and then that.
He walks. Mm-hmm.
Can you show me, please?
We really gotta get going.
Come on, it'll only take 5
Charlie! Okay, you're a teenager, so maybe you want to flirt with that guy only to flirt.
Yeah, the Rangers did.
Why do I think that you have a plan, girl?
One more. 3 fingers and 7, 2 little ones.
Who's Muhammad? I saw his name under that photo of you two.
He was my dad.
Oh.
He was in our mom in the army. The bomb went off. The dad ship came with the gouts in his blood. Naked.
The last episode, this one, it's people who lost their loved ones, you know, because of the bomb. It's interesting for the writers to base their stories on that.
You're really doing all this just so you can live in a tower?
Yeah, that and I want to help you become a ranger.
Hands out.
Uh-oh!
Please, let me put my mask on. It's not safe in there. Open the door.
Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Why didn't you kill that walker? Because it reminded you of your dad?
Mm-hmm. C'est
Thought maybe the
uniforme.
uniform.
I had it covered.
I didn't tell you the truth
About what?
about why I came to the tower.
Ah!
Morgan sent me.
I knew it, but the fact that you're telling him the truth now?
Why?
Clear out the walkers so they can get Grace and the baby out.
You made me believe you. You made me help you. When Strand finds out about this,
He won't.
Of course he will.
Because I'm not going to go through with it.
I'm sorry.
I'll leave. What are you doing?
Checking the towel. And I got the boy. Come back now. Just me.
I'm sure you made the right decision for the good of the town. You did what Victor would have done.
Away from Morgan, away from Strand. You don't have to get stuck in the middle.
I told you I was with my dad until the end. I wasn't sure. When he got sick, I left him. Couldn't see him like that. When I thought about becoming a ranger, I thought it would make everything, okay. I was just being a coward. I'm not going to make that same mistake twice.
So what?
So you didn't want to run away alone? You don't have to.
About Strand and Howard.
I'm not afraid of them. Are you?
Is it logical for
All those things that you know
this
not to do,
kid and what we know of him?
you can still do them. There's still a lot of things I haven't done either.
Like what?
To kiss a girl?
So much better than the bomb.
Oh, the comparison, Charlie.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. Charlie? What's wrong with her? She was exposed to radiation.
She seemed alright, we didn't see it, and the two of you, June and Grace, you are the one to say that?
Given the amount of exposure she's had, she should be released.
Why is Charlie here? What did Morgan send her here to do?
Morgan didn't send her.
You're lying also, okay, everyone is lying.
Can I trust you, Robin?
He knows that at first you decided to come back without her.
Yes. Oh. Happy birthday, Charlie.
You released all of John's butterflies? He's gonna kill you.
I'll be right here, next to you every second of the way.
I'm supposed to turn off that light. I need to find a way to tell him what's going on.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
This is why he sent him.
Oish. The kid is gonna die like... I said it, I don't see the point of creating this character, this relationship, all of this story, if it's for killing him just like that.
Please, Howard! Don't do it, please! I'm sorry.
Me too, really.
He attacked me! He left me no choice. I'm just trying to protect this place from those who are trying to undermine him. He's right.
So, Charlie, she's truly exposed to radiation.
Side, are you on here, John?
I lost everything.
You mean your son? Because he would be ashamed if he saw this.
Oi. That one was worth.
I had to say it, Joe.
Because you believe it?
No. Yes.
God, I never should have let you go to that building in the first place. Then why did you? Ever since I got here, I've been hiding. Why? I'm scared. I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't deserve it. No matter how much time you have left, you will live to see Strand go down. I will do everything I can to make sure that happens.
It's true.
Thank you.
Ah! This episode has the same qualities and defaults than the first one. Again, you created a new character, you built an entire story background for this character, you made us appreciate him, you made a relationship between him and another character that we know that we loved since a long time. Right there it was Charlie, before that it was with Alicia. Like, it's really the same thing that you did, creating a new character, making a relationship with a character that we already know, building a lot of things around that character for the future that that character can have, for all of those things, you know, that this character wanted before meeting that new person, how his loved ones disappear, the hope for the future that you are bringing to him. Like, really the same things, and it's good ideas. In fact, it's good characters that you are creating, that you are writing, that you are presenting, that you are making evolve in just one episode. It's great, in fact, the fact that you can create characters like that and make us believe into them, appreciate them so quick that we want good things to happen to them. It's really cool. But if at the end of this episode you're just killing them, I mean, you, the writers, I don't see the point. I don't think the point of doing it, because you can tell me that you created these characters and you're killing them at the end of it just because you needed them to bring a message into the show and for making one character involved. During the first episode, the message, it was the fact that Alicia, she needs to continue to have that hope about Padre, and the fact that if she doesn't find it, she can build it. Okay, did she need really an entire episode and a new character like that for that? I'm not sure. And right there it's what? The message is the fact that into the tower there are awful people who can kill each other just like that if you are not obeying to the rules. We already knew that, and the only new little thing about it, Charlie lived her first relationship with someone and she's gonna die soon. Again, did we need an entire episode for that message and for that thing, for the evolution of one character? No. The answer is no. In fact, we don't need an entire episode for that. You need an entire episode to create a new character, to introduce him, to present him, to make him evolve and to kill him at the end. For sure you need that time, that much time. The conclusion of it is just the fact that in both episodes you confirmed a message that we already had before, and you made a little evolution for one character that we could have done differently and quickly. Frustrating the fact that you have good ideas for these characters that we already know, for making them evolve, why not? But you're doing it wrong and really slowly. That's a good thing, the fact that you can create characters so easily, that you can write them well, that you can make them evolve well, that you can make us appreciate them in just one episode to create all of that into just one episode, it's truly great. You know, it's showing how well you can write, but the fact that you're killing them at the end, it's the fact that you don't know what to do with them, and it's the main issue of this show since seasons now. You know how to write characters, but at some point you don't know how to deal with them, so you're not dealing with them anymore. By killing them or by not using them anymore. Oh, it's frustrating. Paul was a good character, Ali was a good character, good backgrounds, good stories, good evolutions. They could have bring more to these characters, Alicia and Charlie, but also to the other ones, but no, you prefer to kill them. I don't see the point. If it's just to confirm a message, an impression, and if it's just to make a little evolution for the character that we already know, again, you can do it differently and quickly. And it's so obvious for me the fact that these two episodes are the same. I mean, they have the same construction, you know? The same! We'll see for the two next ones that I will discover on another day. For you, it's on the same video. You're gonna have the two next episodes right now! And I really hope that my lip is gonna feel better for these two next episodes. I'm back for the two next episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I remember what I thought about the two first ones, that they were great, you know, like usual stuff for Fear the Walking Dead, but I remember also that they had the same defaults, the fact that you're creating characters to kill them at the end, and normally when you're doing that, at least they are helping a situation or a character to change, and for both cases I have the impression that it didn't help the character really to evolve, to change. Like for Alicia it's still the same, for Charlie it's gonna be still the same, and at the end all of what happened during the two last episodes could have happened in 3 or 4 scenes into the same episode, you know, to make an entire episode just for that and to create an entire character just for that and just for killing him at the end. Not sure. It was great. No, it was good episodes, not great, it was good episodes, but I don't see the point, you know. Let's go for these two. Yes, I'm feeling better. Oh, guess it remembers you when she was young. Oh fuck, Daniel.
Para, Paco, ella me necesita.
¿Ah?
Félix, y esta es una forma de ella de mandar un mensaje.
It's a game.
Tu hija está muerta. Ofelia murió en México hace años.
Yo siento mucho que tú estés sola. Pero tú no vas a reemplazar a mi hija, Ofelia.
That's not what she wants.
Hey, Luz. He's not the dad.
Yes, there are people. Arno?
Randy, no.
Daniel.
You're gonna just kill.
Back away from me.
Daniel.
I said, I'm going to go look for my daughter, and you're going to let us out.
Do it. We know you found a weapons cache. We don't know
You
what
want
works.
these
We're
weapons.
not going to tell you.
That's a good plan, you know, for Arno. He's gonna think that she's inside.
Ofelia está en ese barco.
No, no, no. Ese no es el barco que tú ves. Ofelia no está ahí. No, no.
Oy, oy.
Quiero conocerte, escucharte. Me ha hecho sentir que no estoy sola. Y no quiero perderte, Daniel.
You're so nice.
Yo no pensé en eso.
Of course she does.
Me preocupa que pueda pasar contigo.
La voy a encontrar y ninguno de nosotros volverá a estar solo.
Alright, let's move.
Because you're gonna be dead?
You really know where the weapons are, okay?
I do.
I want to return.
My daughter.
She's not there, she's dead.
Where is she?
She's in that yacht. The alligator.
He understood that he lost his mind?
We do have him time.
Sabía. Te lo dije.
Oh,
Ustedes no me
Daniel.
hayan hecho nada malo.
Pero tú entre him is not okay.
It's not morally okay, but clearly he doesn't have any moral.
You know what's gonna happen when he finds out I'm lying, right?
I said it, he's loyal to himself, to his group, he's a good leader for them. And what he's doing, you know, in his position, it's logical in fact.
Where did you get that? I got it from that idiot when he shoved me against the wall.
Okay.
Very badly trained these dudes. Yo tampoco le di explicaciones ni le pedí disculpas por todas las mentiras que había. Yo necesito encontrarla y hablar con ella. Por eso la estoy buscando.
Eso no va a pasar, Daniel.
Back up. Is he even dead, lady? Did you check his pulse?
Too late.
We need to leave. We are not going anywhere without Ophelia.
She's not there. You heard him. Take us to the yacht.
Why are you going?
This is the truth.
I'm sure this is a good idea.
It's the only way he will understand.
You're losing time. She's not there, Daniel.
Looking for her. Don't know who I am. Apologize for my life.
It wasn't my idea to lie to you. I didn't know what he was doing, I swear.
You went along with it.
Oh,
Why?
bye-bye. Sage.
Very fragile things. Very hard. Back together.
Wes, I knew your brother.
Wait. You know the oil bill? You're better off not knowing what you did. The truth about
You're no one to decide that, Daniel. I love you, but you're not.
Trust me.
Get up, Daddy.
Huh?
¿Qué estás haciendo?
No, vamos todavía. Boston.
Good one. Oh fuck! Oh, that's it. Oh no! It was really great. That's a waste of character, in my opinion. A real waste.
From the beginning. Joe's gonna die because of you.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me! I'll make sure they're okay. I promise.
The dead in the pit. Someone's letting him out.
Someone is watching them.
You can't even go near him.
Yes, because of the radioactivity and all of that.
Yeah, but it's out.
Okay. Someone is taking them out?
No one knows my real background. That part of my life that Ophelia never understood. You've seen it. And you're still here. Why?
We all make mistakes.
Aunque no tengamos una relación de sangre, de hoy somos familia.
We need each other now more than ever. We need to fight Victor Strand and take his tower. And only then, we will have a new life. It's about telling what I wanted.
The new beginning?
You can get us there.
Me?
Yeah. You freed us from that prison. Made it to the yacht. How do you think you did that then?
My daughter gave me focus. That's why.
She's into that tower, Daniel. We saw her.
You're not getting what I think you are.
Nah!
Daniel's not there any longer. He's gonna get himself killed.
You gotta be kidding.
You're gonna lie to him? No, don't do that. I was joking, you know. I'm against the idea.
Arnold told me something before he died.
What?
About Ophelia?
Ophelia's alive. He told me where she is. Knowing Ophelia's alive gives you clarity. Then you can lead all these people and take the tower from Strand.
It's gonna burn the tower when he's gonna discover that you lied to him.
You must be certain. See, if this is another lie, it could break me for good.
Yes. And the fact that he's telling you that?
It is true, Danny.
Then we'll get in the tower. Ophelia, you and me, we'll be together. Always.
Morgan, all of them, they're not gonna accept for you to lie like that.
Strand, at least you try to make you see things differently when they come. You look at them young, shut throats.
Mm.
When they made me want to believe that people weren't always people. And what you just did is proof that y'all are no better than us.
I'm sorry, Wes. That's no.
She never said that she was perfect.
Where are you gonna go?
You're leaving, Wes?
They won't help us.
Hey. No Wes?
He's not coming, Morgan.
Maybe he's gonna come back.
Well, now all we need to do is start planning how to overthrow Victor's strength.
Oh! Because he has information about the ones who are coming. If everyone sucks, you know, if really everyone is bad, why not going for the other bad people just to save yourself? And to be sure that the innocent people who are inside are not gonna be killed because of that, do you understand what I mean? I understand Wes' reasons. I'm glad that he's not gonna disappear, you know. I'm glad that we're gonna still have him on screen, because right now I was really like, again, like the two first episodes of that second part of the season, you have characters and suddenly they are disappearing. For the two first episodes, it was they are killed. Like, it's happening really quickly, and I would have been sad, you know, if it would have been also the case for Wes, because he's a good character. We met him a long time ago now, if we are thinking about it, and he's great. His story with his brother is great. He has, you know, also relationships like that with some of our characters, with Alicia, right there with Luciana. Like, he's great also for the other characters, not only for himself. So I'm glad that we are keeping him, and the fact that right there he's gonna join Strand and he's gonna tell him what happened, that's gonna be interesting. He's gonna join Strand. What happened during the last episode, you know, with Charlie, it's making me think that Howard is lying right there. He's hiding the fact that Strand disappeared or something like that. We'll see. Arno's death like that. What I said during the episode, I'm not sure, you know, about him dying like that, you know. Again, it's happening suddenly. It's a good death because you're taking the time for him to say that to Luciana, and that's great. But it's happening really quick, and for me, it deserved maybe another death, better. And again, he was a good leader for his people, he was a good enemy, he was a good character, like we saw him evolving, we knew his reasons, we had a lot of things about him. For me, it's a little, you know, a waste of character to kill him like that. It would have been cool to keep him, to try to make him switch, you know, not for Alicia, but for real reasons, you know, for his people, to play with that, you know, like if you want your people to survive, and oh yes, it would have been better to keep him. But again, I think that it's a little like the two first episodes, when they don't know, I mean the writers, they don't know what to do with a character, like they are blocked with this character. They have the impression that this character can't change, you know, or something like that. Like for Arno right there, it would have been difficult to make him go with Alicia. But I don't think so. I think that he can go at some point. He could have gone at some point with our characters, our guys, without appreciating Alicia, and it would have taken more time, in fact, to appreciate Alicia, like Negan and Maggie, you know, that kind of configuration. But no, it's something too difficult. They don't want to take the time to do it, and in a way, it's easier to kill the character. For the rest of the episode, I really appreciated it because it was based on characters that we know and love. They didn't create new ones. It was about Daniel and the fact that he's truly losing his memories right now. All of that thing about Ophelia, that was really something. But you know, this episode, it's giving stuff to his character, to his development. We can see that he's really losing it, and now for good, you know, now that Luciana lied to him. It's giving something to Luciana's character, it's giving something also to Wes' character, it's giving something also to the story, the fact that Wes is switching like that, the fact that we have Arno's people with us right now. You know, it's a real episode which is giving stuff to a lot of characters, which is making the story progress, which is, yes, really great. You know, in comparison of the 2 other episodes which didn't make the story progress that much, you know, really just maybe a little thing in buzz, with characters which were introduced and killed during the same episode, and for the characters that we know a little evolution, a little thing about them, right there at least, yes, it's something. So I prefer this episode, you know, because it gave more, and also because of that I feel more involved into it, because it's about characters that we know and love and stuff really happening, so really I'm more into it. Let's go for this episode 12. Oh, we had a lot of characters during this recap.
On the walkie in your mattress.
Oh, you're really sacrificing them, like...
I'm making restraint. I just need the right opportunity.
You think you can change the future?
No, at this point.
We found another wall.
Where? Who had one? How?
You were blind, I swear. And yet it was found in your room. Better you know.
I really have trouble to think, you know, that he could betray Strand. We didn't do it. June and... Except if he did it.
What do you mean she's missing? Infants don't just vanish into thin air.
She was in her crib when I came to check on her.
I'll find you.
You have resistance inside.
They treat me by sunrise. Or I'll finish what we started on the roof. Tower is bigger than both of us. It is my future. It is the way I'll be remembered. My legacy.
The key for me, Victor. Like
Your legacy? You're thinking about your legacy?
She'll not make their move as long as the baby is in this town. Strand, that was that.
It's a protection for him.
you're gonna snoop around.
I didn't say that.
It's trying to be funny. The resistance is real. And you're part of it.
Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If we are discovering more about Howard during this episode, finally, to have him killed at the end of this episode,
My wife left me before the war
Really?
ended the first time. What people didn't know was that there was more to it. An addendum that I personally discovered.
about...
A toast to the historical food.
Sounds like quite the achievement.
Not for his family.
One day I come home. My wife's at the door. Bags packed. My wife and boy are out there somewhere. And if they find it, they'll see that this history can be their life.
The tower, you're making history also with the tower.
I call building a legacy.
All alone? That poor baby!
Matter?
Don't sweat it.
That's why this needs to happen now.
It's not safe.
Morgan is posted up about a half-mile around.
You want him? How did you want him? It means that you had a walkie, talkie-walkie.
We need to give Mel her best chance.
She has it. Here. Now. Which is why I have to get looking. So how about this?
John, have you been drinking lately?
Oh, not fair.
This is not making any sense. Why?
Because I said this all in motion.
What are you talking about?
We're walking. I planned it.
You knew it.
I don't have much time, John.
What now? When? Did we see it? I can't remember.
Like your eyes is the only place you'll be safe. I don't have much time left.
You don't know that.
You and Grace, you'll be able to keep her safe in here. You'll be able to control Strand.
that Grace was involved.
Told you I'd find her. You didn't find her. He did. I believe in this place. I believe in what it could be. I believe it's the best way for that child to survive.
He's lying to you. He's trying to help her escape.
No, he was not.
Show me. How?
Killing him?
What?
You heard me. You did.
Oh, that's not fair forward, and again, you're gonna kill a character could be such a use, you know, like...
He doesn't deserve this.
And that finally we saw some background of. It's a waste of character, stop doing that! Ah!
You see? You framed Howard in order to gain audience with me.
Yes, and you're gonna appreciate that.
You don't do something like that unless you're invested. Come on, you can't be serious.
Mm.
Still gonna need you to do that other thing. I will do that. You will do it. Unless you want me to bring you in. No. Grace. Sorry. But you did the same to others. Far less. No, God. What? No. God, no.
Such a waste of character!
I'm going to remand Mo to my sole custody. Permanently. You can't keep her away from her mother. Mother's dead. Grace is, standing.
Ah, no, not really, no, not yet. Oh, oh.
That baby is never going to give you what you want. And what is that?
A legacy?
To love you.
Ah.
If you really want her to love you, then let me help you change how you do things here.
It's not.
When I want your counsel, Alice. This place is my legacy. She is.
You didn't kill him?
Or you got it. It's who you are.
You're gonna give Mo to Morgan, but what about you? I mean, to that talkie-walkie, they heard you? All of trans men, no? No! Ah, yes, doesn't care, like, they die just right there also.
It's never too late. Thanks for helping me remember that.
No one is seeing you doing that.
Sing the one.
They had the time to sing together.
Still looking? For what?
You?
Pardon?
They're gonna know that you helped.
And I know you.
And except for June, why not killing the other ones?
We need to move. One night.
More than one.
Wait some time. I'm sorry. Take care of her, Morgan.
I will. And thanks, John.
Yes, thank you, but...
For I love you so, sunny warm. You may have won the battle today, Morgan. For the war can be won. And people here you care about. As for the rest of you, you know who you are. The offer to join me still stands.
The first two episodes that you watched into that video, we created characters to kill them at the end. The two last episodes that you watched on this video, characters that we knew before and we didn't know what to do with them, I mean we, the writers, we killed them because we didn't know what to do with them, so that's it, we can kill them. It's easy to kill these characters. With what reasons? Let's find one just like that, which is working for this particular episode. It's okay if we are doing it quickly, it's okay if it's coming from nowhere. As long as at the end we don't have these characters, because we want to focus on other characters, on the main ones. So yes, we created these ones, but we didn't know what to do with them anymore, so let's kill them. Arno, Howard, John Doris Sr., you created them some time ago, you know, now, and you made them evolve, you created stuff for them, not that much, you know, except for John Doris Sr., but you know, Howard and Arno, you created them, you made them evolve, you involved them into the main stories, you know, the main narrative arcs, but we never explored that much their past, you know, their backgrounds. So you killed them just like that for really quick reasons. Right there, Howard, maybe he betrayed Strand. How Strand could believe into that. Arno, the fact that suddenly Daniel wants to kill him because he believed that Ophelia was alive. Like, it's coming like that, and for Strand to decide to kill Howard, even if he discovered that Howard never betrayed him, you know, Howard, you're discovering that he never betrayed you and he did what you asked for. He just didn't do it quick enough, you know, like he had some minutes late. I don't understand. And I don't understand because it's even less logical with the fact that right there you have the proof that Grace betrayed you, and both times, you know, to help Mo to escape. Each time you have the proof that she betrayed you, but you're not killing her. A lot of things are illogical with this death, but also with this episode. I'm gonna come back to that later. But yes, like right there, 3 characters which were great, which were interesting, which had developments, which were interesting for the other characters, which were interesting for the story, and you're deciding to kill them just like that. Again, I think because they were not main characters and they were not... like, you didn't know what to do with them anymore. It's the same for Charlie, in fact, in a way. Like, at least her, she had her episode before being killed. That's really a lack of consideration for this character, a lack of imagination also for this character and what to do with them. And it's also a lack of respect for the casting, you know, these actors, they deserved better. Okay. But for the rest of this episode, you know, that idea about, you know, the subject of legacy, for Strand, for John Dory Sr. also, for these guys who want, and also for Howard, they want to be remembered, they want to let something behind them. The tower, more like it was representing stuff, it was symbolic stuff, it was great. For the idea behind that, it was great. All of that thing also about the resistance, about making Mo escape, because yes, as long as Mo was into the tower, Morgan couldn't attack that tower, so it was also a good idea. But the fact that, you know, in so many different moments you can talk into the world keys and no one can hear it, you're talking to the talkie and everyone can hear it, even people outside of the tower, it doesn't make any sense. For June, for Grace, for all of them to be able to do all of that and no one is coming for them, even after you discovered that they betrayed you, but for Howard to be killed and you know that he didn't betray you, just to be sure that John is gonna prove his loyalty, like, you know, that he's not like... and that he just lied to you just before that, like, it doesn't make sense, not at all. It's not serving, you know, your story. Like, you have good ideas for the story, the subject of the legacy, the fact that you wanted Mo to escape right there, like, for the story itself, you have good ideas, but you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to create the situations that you need to make them logical, to have the characters do stuff, you know, to serve the characters but also the story. So you're making a lot of stuff but nothing is working at the end. And when you don't know what to do with characters anymore, you're just killing them. It's easier than to work really on them or to just let them time. You know, in other shows, including into The Walking Dead, sometimes it's the same. They don't know what to do with some characters, some secondary characters. Something which is great, I think, when they don't know what to do with these secondary characters, they are letting them, you know, like that for sometimes. They are not using them that much, sometimes during some fights or something like that. But they are letting them the time, these characters, to evolve on their own, you know, in a way, to use them again after that, like 10 episodes after that, to create something really for them. You don't have to use them in each episode. And you're not letting them the time to, yes, to just be there, to just live for the viewers also to appreciate that. It's really frustrating for me because really, for these 4 episodes, I have the same conclusion. You have good ideas for the stories that you want to create, for the developments that you want to make with your main characters, and for the subjects that you want to explore into your episodes. But you don't know how to do that. 2 first episodes, for doing that, for doing what you wanted to do, you created new characters and you killed them at the end. You made the story progress, but not that much. For these 2 last episodes, you had characters that you wanted to get off, you know, you wanted to give up on these characters, so you use them for that. Like really, it's the same. It's the same situation and it's the same default at the end. It's writers who want to do stuff, who have good ideas, but they don't know how to do it. And are choosing, you know, the easiest way to do their stuff. Oh, it's bad. It's bad because it's frustrating. Because I can see the good things that they have, the good ideas that they have for the characters, the main ones, for the story, for the subjects also that they want to explore. They have good ideas, but they don't know how to do it. And when they are blocked, they are okay to do illogical stuff and to kill characters. If they are blocked, they are just giving up. They are choosing to give up on logic and on characters. So it's bad, you know, it's really bad. But they have good ideas. It's making me mad a little. Because I can see so much, you know, the potential of this show, the potential for the main characters, the potential for this casting, who is really great, the potential for some ideas that they have, which are great, but at the end, to see it being ruined like that by people who don't give a fuck, you know, like, who are just giving up really easily, it's making me mad. I'm glad, you know, that I chose to react to that second part of the season the same, you know, 4 episodes at a time. Because of that, I don't have the same, you know, time, you know, to be annoyed by episode, you know, episodes by episodes. I can make also the comparisons between episodes and I can see how much they are the same. And the fact that they have the same qualities and the same defaults, and that at the end it's frustrating, and I would have had, you know, the same conclusion by reacting 1 episode at a time. But to have them like that, it's so obvious. Are you watching your own show? It's almost that, you know. Tell me, what do you think, you know, about this show, about these 4 episodes for sure, but also about this show and the fact that these episodes, these 4 episodes, they are the same, you know, for the construction of it, for the ideas, you know, behind how it was written, and for the fact that they are killing characters because they don't know what to do with them and they just needed them during that moment. And oh, is it okay for you? Like, is it enough for you because you can see the good ideas that they have and you are focusing on the good things that this show is offering? Or are you like me? Are you frustrated by the fact that on the other side they are really doing bad stuff and they are repeating the same mistake? I'm frustrated. It's so rough for me, you know, to finish a session of binge watching like that and to be like, I can see the good side, I can see the bad side, and the fact that this bad side, it's caused because you don't give a fuck. I'm mad at the writers. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today and for these 4 episodes. I will see you for the 4 next ones and the 4 last ones of this part 2, I think. For the episodes 13, 14, 15 and 16. So yes, normally the 4 last ones of that part 2. It's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.